But I mean, Lipscomb's pretty good mid-major, and yeah, they were missing a couple guys, but like you said, they were in Cincinnati by 9 with 11 minutes to play the other night, and they just kind of ran out of gas. I mean, how good do you feel about beating a team like this by that kind of margin?
Yeah, Bob, I thought we were really locked into the game plan. I think that, the guys took a really, really mature approach. Look, I mean, when you win a game, you win a second game, you win a third game, you always worry about is your team coming to the building with great respect for the opponent, with great respect for the game. We talk every night about what's going on in college basketball where there's so many close games. You look at the University of Arizona today and how close that game was, and it happens night after night after night. And Lipscomb's a team that we think and hope will win their conference. So you hope that this game means something down the road.
Man, your defense, I hadn't seen the final stats, but for most of the game, they were shooting around 26%. What do you think of your defense?
Yeah, I mean, we held them to, I think, 25.4% defensively. I thought we really, really defended like we wanted to. Defensively, in the second half, we held them to 2 for 13 from 3. Still too many threes. They made 5 at 24%. So we got to continue to get a little bit better defensively from the 3. But I thought we did a really good job. That's a team that doesn't turn the ball over. We only caused 7 turnovers, and surprisingly, we only had 4 steals. So we want to continue to work on being a little bit more active defensively. But I thought from a discipline standpoint, we played flawless discipline defense.
Yeah, I got some more, but I'll pass it back to Mike.
Curtis.
Hey, Coach, I wanted to ask you about the rebounding of this team. Coming into the game, you were out-rebounding opponents by, I think, about 14. You out-rebounded Lipscomb tonight by 22. Obviously, a little bit of a size advantage in these games, but have you been pleased with the improvement you guys have made there so far?
Yeah, I think we've done, that's something we try to end our drills with a box out and a defensive rebound, and Justin Smith is rebounding well, and he could even rebound more. I think he could be a double rebound guy for us every night, but he's doing, he would have been our best rebounder last year by far. Connor, with his length right now, he's dominating on the glass, 9 rebounds tonight in 15 minutes. Jalen Williams continues to rebound. He had 7 tonight in 17 minutes. And Jalen could have had more rebounds. And then, like I've already talked about, Moses on the boards, phenomenal job with 5 defensive rebounds and 8 total rebounds. And when Moses rebounds from that position, I brought it up the other day, if you're small forward or you're off guards rebounding at a high clip, and we could look at going with a bigger lineup once we get to conference play where Moses plays maybe some more 2 once we get to conference and Justin slides to a little more 3 just to give us a bigger, in the paint type of team if, in fact, the game dictates that.
Scotty.
Yeah, Coach, I wanted to ask you about your interior defense. Lipscomb, I think, finished 7 of 29 at the rim. What do you think keyed that? That's not all Connor. That's some other guys pitching into.
We talk and work all the time about verticality. It's so important because right now they're allowing teams to go vertical. And if you don't bring your hands down, you can affect a lot of shots. But certainly right now in a game like tonight, we have a distinct size advantage. And Connor, he just changes stuff. And Jalen Williams does a good job of bodying up and walling up offensive players. And because Justin Smith is such a great athlete and so long, and can get off the floor so quick, I do think guys are a little hesitant going against him, at least at the rim as well.
Jackson?
Hey, Coach. Tonight it looked like ball movement was working a lot better, so especially in transition. I just didn't know if that was a result of team chemistry kind of setting in or being accustomed to playing more games, or what exactly you attribute that to.
Jackson, where's Nikki? She's off tonight?
I think they were covering football today, so they sent me over here.
Nikki and Hutch, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I thought we had great ball movement. I really did. I thought that our spacing was really good. Really interesting. A really, really good NBA coach had called the other day and had watched our team, and I didn't get a chance to talk to him. He left a voicemail about our spacing. And I think because we have really good spacing, and then you add in the fact that some of these guys are such threats, and we need to continue to work on cutting a little bit harder and moving when we pass and are in our open offense. But tonight, we didn't run very many half-court sets where we have in the past 3 games. Tonight, they kind of played with some freedom tonight and played out of the flow a little bit more maybe than we have in the past.
Bob, follow up? Bob, you're muted.
Bob, you're muted and your Packers mask is upside down.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Oh, sorry. My hearing's going to. Lou Holtz once told me I was deaf when I was a young.
And that was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. I think it was about 82 or something, maybe 83. But, hey, I think you had all your scholarship guys score tonight, and Vance had a little bit of a bounce-back game. How good was it to see everybody kind of get on the score and then Vance, got back in there?
Yeah, and it was great. I thought Devo was really good. I mean, he got a lot of loose balls. He was really active. He's got a knack to break people down off the bounce, and obviously we needed Vance to bounce back. It's really hard on a player. I probably need to talk to him a little bit more and compliment a little bit more. Vance started the first game. He played well, and then we made a change in the lineup, not really off anything he did, but just the fact that we felt like we wanted Connor in that lineup. And so, I think that when that happens and you don't do anything wrong, maybe it's a little bit more difficult, because, he scores in double digits tonight, and he's an offensive threat for sure.
And then Note, I know he fouled out, but he 12 points. I know you weren't real happy with his play the other day. Did you feel a little bit better about how he played?
A little bit.
Just a little bit? Okay.
A little bit.
And then, Matt Zimmerman, he was in Columbia today for the football game, and then he made it here before halftime. Are you impressed with his hustle?
The hustle of Zim was insane today, because I was back in the back pregame really worried about, how he was going to get back here and how creative he could be. But he got here and he contributed.
Okay, I think I'm good. Thanks.
Final question, Jackson.
I got the mask fixed too. Thanks.
So on talking about Vance, it seemed like in the first half he attacks more than he normally does. He kind of went inside and then hit a couple free throws in the first half. Coming out in the second half, he hit a couple threes. Was that something that you would talk to him about being more aggressive on the offensive end instead of relying on the outside shot, or is that something that he, as an experienced player, kind of did himself?
Probably a little bit of both, Jackson. Certainly Vance has been around for a long time in college basketball, and he's played in big games, and he understands his game really well. But we did, tonight we ran some plays for him as well. But he's a really good post-up player as long as he doesn't rely solely on his turnaround jump shot. He's really crafty around the rim, and he's got great footwork. And certainly he was way more aggressive, than he has been in the last 2 games.